wide open. Down the corner. We've got to look at determination. Sizing up the defense. He shoots. He scores. Audley ties the game at 2-2. Right in the middle of the lane. Oh, he does it all. Family, he turns it over. Tie. Oh, no good. Nice pass. Audley playing a box and one.
GSIL goes at each other. Yelling. Wants it away. Russian jet has it.
So I'm Deb Ritzy. I'm the president and CEO of Granite State Independent Living. So I'm kind of helping with all the volunteer work, but I also have a team that I was coaching. There's a lot of camaraderie, and this is our 10th year, so many of our teams have come back year over year, and they'll be like, I want that team next year because I have to beat them. So it's really quite nice because the teams really have seen each other for 10 years now and really just have an admiration for each other because we're all here for the same reason. 90% of us don't live in a wheelchair, so getting in one is very humbling. We help so many people just live independently, and it's something that I've been very passionate about. I have a son who lives in a wheelchair, and just all of our consumers that are able to get out and witness this event and be part of this event. And without GSIL, nobody's doing this. There's no more wheelchair basketball that anybody else is doing it. So for me, it's more, what can we do where our consumers can be involved in and feel very comfortable playing, because this is what they do. They are in a chair. Typically, we do our Hoops on Wheels in March, and we do it indoors. This year, we took it outdoors because of COVID-19, and we really made it more of a family day where people can come, they can sit in the sun, they can play. This is the only event like this that we do. We do it once a year. The other event that we do is we have a golf tournament in September. And the golf tournament is not focused as much around our mission. So this wheelchair event is focused around our mission. Our mission is to help people live a quality life independently. So this is really our signature event that we have every year.
My name is Alan. I am here with GSIL playing wheelchair basketball. I was a consumer for about 4 years, but I've come along since the accident, and I'm no longer a consumer, just there along by their side. So my accident happened in 2016, a motorcycle accident. I was in the hospital for 5 months, and I went to rehabilitation, and a lady by the name of Jennifer came there from GSIL, and she was driving a wheelchair, and I thought that was pretty cool. And at that point, I realized, this wheelchair thing is not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Doubles are on the board. 2-0.
So many people in wheelchairs feel that their life is over once they are injured. And quite honestly, you just do life differently. And this group is great for teaching people that you can still kayak, you can still fish, you can still hunt. It's great.
If GSIL wasn't in my life, it would be hard.
Alan and I were able to get a cute little apartment that was not wheelchair accessible, and GSIL came in and made it wheelchair accessible for us.
They just recently put an elevator lift in my residence. It's a lot of money for that stuff, and I can afford it.
It is not cheap, and that's why we have this event, because this is one of the biggest fundraisers of the year.
I'd be lost without GSIL.
We're a statewide organization. We help roughly 1,500 consumers a year, and we have a variety of programs that they can come into, so from anywhere from education to home care to AMP modification, so if you need your house modified or a vehicle modified, to helping folks get back to work after a spinal cord injury. The problem with GSIL is you don't know about us until you need us. And so events like this really bring in people who don't know us, and now when they need us, they know how to find us. So, what I would suggest is hop on gsil.org, see, all the programs that we have and how it can help. Certainly would love to see volunteers at our 2 programs, and we love seeing volunteers who may be living with a disability because that's who we serve.
Yeah. So, funny story.
I was going to buy an RC car.
Alan and I were driving to Sanford, Maine to get a part for his RC car.
I drove by and saw the nice building.
I saw this beautiful store with a beautiful display.
The sign and
On our way back, just for kicks, let's stop in.
said, what the hell, let's stop in there.
Actually, it was just a whim. We stopped in. And now we go all the time.
The amount of medication that the doctors put me on, gathered value back then, Xanadine, and much more. Using medical marijuana, I've been able to stop using a lot of those medications.
I always have since I was 12 for my ADD.
I am someone who has been using cannabis, I guess maybe for medicine, but not knowing it, because I just recently was diagnosed with ADHD as an adult.
During the daytime, I usually will use the CBD tinctures to aid with anxiety throughout my day.
With me personally, I built up like a tolerance with edibles. Take like 400 milligrams a day of edibles and smoke throughout the day.
I would say it is 95 to 98% of what we use for medication in our house. That's great. Yep.
Doing it the natural.
I had to try several different edibles to see what works. The bombs that you guys carry, love those. A little too much sugar for me for nighttime. So those will actually give me almost the opposite effect at night.
And at night, I use the medical flower to provide aid with sleeping, absolutely.
The gummies, however, work great, and tinctures as well. Yep.
I did, but not nearly as fast as it has.
In New Hampshire,
No.
it hasn't come as far as it should.
I never thought it would come as far as it has.
I definitely thought it would reach that point someday.
They put you in jail for a joint when I was a teenager.
I do. Educate yourself.
If you're unsure about it, learn a little bit more. What have you got to lose?
I started off slow.
Read articles, read books.
I find that people who are more educated, who are unsure, tend to realize that it's more it's a medicine. It's beneficial medicine over, say, pharmaceuticals.
I'm pro educate yourself.
I feel as though there has been a large stigma built around cannabis for many years. I think people are really starting to open their eyes to see that it's more than just prohibition. It's more than just, something that you shouldn't be doing. It's a medicine. It really does. There are a vast amount of people that it has greatly changed their life. Like I know a few people who were on pharmaceuticals taking 12, 13 different kinds of medicines a day, and it couldn't have been doing more good for them than bad.
A lot of people think medicinal marijuana, I can't smoke it.
Just read up a little bit on it. Do a little more research.
People just don't know about the edibles and the tinctures and everything else. There's so many choices.
And help. Go down to Nature's Gift. Talk with them directly, and they can direct you in the right direction. They have for me. I think Tim had major skill. Tim has done a lot for me and for my illness, so yes, thank you.